The sun rose gently over the kingdom, warm and bright, and Mulan was already training in the courtyard, calm and focused. Le soleil se levait, doucement sur le royaume, chaud et lumineux, et Mulan s'entraînait dans la cour, calm et concentrée. Belle sat under a tree nearby, reading a thick book, occasionally looking up to smile at Mulan's precise moves. Belle était assise sous un arbre tout pieds, laissant un gros livre. Levant parfois les yeux, pour sourire, mouvements précis de Mulan. Then came the sound of loud boots, dramatic clapping, and a voice that loved itself a little too much. Puis arrivèrent le brut de bottes bruyantes, des applaudissements dramatiques, et une voix qui s'aimait un peu trop. The overconfident prince marched in, chest out, chin high, pointing at the sky like it personally owed him respect. Le prince traceur de Louis entre en marchant, torse baume, menton live, pointant le ciel comme si Louis devait do respect. I have conquered mountains, defeated men, and scared away lions with my stare, he boasted proudly. J'ai conquis des montagnes, vaincu de hams, et fait fuir des lions avec mon regard. Se vanta, til ferment. Mulan stopped training and raised one eyebrow, while Belle slowly closed her book with concern. Mulan s'arrêta de s'entraîner et leva un sourcil, tandis que Belle referma lentement son livre, in quiet. Before anyone could stop him, the prince pointed at dark clouds forming in the distance. Avant que quelqu'un puisse l'arrêter, le prince pointed des nuages sombres qui se formient à loin. I challenge that hurricane to a duel, he shouted confidently. Je defy cet ouragan en duel. Cria-t-il avec assurance. Belle gasped softly and whispered that hurricanes were not people. Belle halait to doucement et murmura que les ouragans and n'étaient pas persons. Mulan crossed her arms and calmly said this was a very bad idea. Mulan croisa les bras et dit cormament que si etait u-a-t-r-s mauvaise idée. The prince laughed loudly, already rolling up his sleeves as the wind began to howl. Le prince rit bruyamment, retrocent daisia ses manches, tandis que le vent communicates à hurler. Leaves flew everywhere, Belle's hair started dancing wildly, and Mulan firmly planted her feet. Les fées valiant partout, les chevaux de Belle dansient sauvagement, et Mulan planta firmament ses pieds au sol. The prince charged forward, yelling battle cries at the sky, punching the air like it could feel pain. Le prince fonça en avant, criant de cris de guerre ciel, frappant l'air comme si pouvait ressentir la douleur. A strong gust immediately picked him up and dropped him face first into a mud puddle. Une forte refait le souleva alcidet et le laissa tomber la tête la première, dans une flaque de vue. Belle rushed over, trying not to laugh, asking if he was hurt. Belaccarat, essayant de ne pas rire, Louis demandant si avait mal. The prince stood up proudly, covered in mud, claiming it was all part of the strategy. Le prince se releva firmament, couvert de boue, affirmant Q2. Facet parte de la stratégie. Mulan sighed deeply and handed him a stick, telling him to sit before the storm got ideas. Mulan soupira profondément, et Louis tendit, en bâton, Louis descend de siasur avant que, à la tempête, Nate deides. The hurricane roared louder, lightning flashed, and the prince suddenly felt much less heroic. L'ouragan rougit plus fort, elle éclaire jaillit, et le prince se sentait soudain beaucoup moins hero que. Belle gently took his hand and guided him towards shelter, speaking calmly and wisely. Belle prit doucement ses mains et la guida vers un abri, parlant avec calme et sagesse. Mulan stood guard, her stance strong, her eyes steady, facing the storm without fear. Mulan monta la garde, posture solide, regard stable, phasant face à la tempête sans père. The prince peeked out from behind Belle, whispering that maybe hurricanes were undefeated champions. Le prince jeta en coup, de will de rire Belle, checatant q les auradines etiant pieter da champions in vancus. When the storm finally passed, the sun returned, clean light washing over the muddy prince. Quand la tempête se calma enfin, le soleil revint, une lumière propre, levant le prince Boulot. The prince bowed deeply to Mulan and Belle, admitting he had challenged the wrong enemy. Le prince inclina profondément devant Mulan et Belle, admettant qu'il avait défié le mauvais ennemi. Mulan smiled slightly, teaching that true strength is knowing when not to fight. Mulan saurait légèrement, enseignant que la vraie force est de savoir quand ne pas se battre. Belle laughed warmly and added that wisdom can save more lives than pride ever will. Belle rit à la rusement et ajuda, que la sagesse pio. Sava plus devise que l'orgueil. The prince laughed too, finally humbled, promising to challenge books and training instead of hurricanes. Le prince rit aussi, enfin humble, promettant de faire les livres et l'entraînement.